Good morning. Let's learn the chapter His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty. Liam O'Flaherty is an Irish novelist and short story writer who was part of Irish Renaissance. Renaissance, as you all know, is a revival that has happened in literature, science, arts, social and political scenario of the time in Ireland. Next, we learn the objectives of the story. First, cherishes family life. Second, values independence. Third, self-reliance. Self-reliance means you imbibe the ability to rely on oneself for livelihood. Then the skills that students learn after reading the chapter. First, problem solving. Second, becomes a writer. Third, values psychological insights to overcome fear. Fourth, believes in self-reliance. Fifth, writes in the shoes of characters. Now we have the major works of Liam O'Flaherty. First, it's a play, The Charts. He has written a few short stories, of which I have quoted two: The Wild Swan and Other Stories, The Test of Courage, and the novel A Cure for Unemployment. Here you have a slide that shows mind map of his first flight by Liam O'Flaherty. Here you can read the summary of the chapter based on the numbers given. Let's start. The young boy seagull is scared and desperate as it is incapable of a swift flight, unlike his brothers and a little sister, even when their wings are far shorter than his own. The mother and father seagulls insist, scold, and even threaten that they will let him starve until he takes enough food to fly away like his siblings. The young boy seagull has seen his parents flying and teaching his siblings the art of flight, how to skim the waves, and even how to dive for fish. He has witnessed a proud cackle of his parents when his elder brother devoured fish standing on a rock. The boy seagull has not eaten anything since the last nightfall. He has earlier seen a dried piece of mackerel's tail at the far end of the ledge, which vanished after some time with no food left. He satiates his hunger by gnawing a dried piece of eggshell and has felt like eating a part of himself. The ledge ends with a fall of precipice, with the sea beneath him. There is a deep, wide crack. The mother stands on a little hump on the plateau, with her breast thrust forward. The mother seagull has a piece of fish that lies at her feet and then scrapes each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddens the boy seagull. He loves to tear the food, scraping his beak occasionally to sharpen it. He utters a low cackle. The boy seagull begs his mother to bring some food. She screams mockingly in return. He keeps calling sorrowfully, and after a minute or so, he utters a joyful scream. The mother seagull picks up a fish and flies in opposite direction. The boy seagull leans out, tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get closer. When she is just opposite to him, abreast of the ledge, she halts, her legs hanging limp, her wings motionless. The piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. The boy seagull is rather surprised that why the mother seagull has not come closer. Crazy by hunger, he dives at the fish. The mother seagull swoops upward beneath the boy seagull, while with a loud scream he falls outward and downward into space. A monstrous terror captures him and his heart stops beating, and at last, only for a moment, the wings widespread outward. The wind rushes against his breast feathers, under his stomach, and against his wings. He feels the tip of the wings passing through the air. He never falls headlong, instead soars downward and outward, feels dizzy, yet finally flies high. The mother seagull flies downward past him, and his father flies over him screaming. He sees his two brothers and younger sister flying around him, soaring and diving. He looks at a vast green sea under him, with little ridges moving over it. He turns his beak sideways and crows amusingly. His parents and his brothers and little sister lands on his green floor in front of him. They were calling and beckoning him shrilly. He drops his leg to stand on the green sea. His legs sink into it. He screams with fright and attempts to rise again, flapping his wings. He is tired and weak with hunger, and he cannot rise, feeling exhausted. His feet sink into the green sea, floating, and their beaks offering him scraps of dogfish. Next, we have to learn the theme of the story. First one is to overcome fear. The theme of his first flight is to conquer fear, overcome a feeling of insecurity, and attain self-confidence despite what life throws at you. Second one is self-reliance. Parents are cautious to instill the significance of relying on oneself rather depending on others for livelihood. Third, value of food and labor. The parents make a deliberate attempt to make him understand the value of hard-earned labor and the result of fruition by insisting the young boy seagull to find food on his own. The feeling of togetherness. Even though the parents remain detached from the young boy seagull on his futile attempt at flight, eventually when he achieves success, they feel proud and cherish the moment with a feeling of togetherness. Divine timing. Timing is another pivotal theme of the narration. Divine timing, where the young boy seagull learns the art of flight, accompanied by his mother, whose genuine outpour of compassion and care helps him to overcome his fears and a sense of insecurity, and helps him inculcate self-esteem, even when all his siblings has already made an attempt to flight.